Let me make sure I'm good. Thank you, boo. Hey, Abby. Thank you, boo. Had to clean myself up a little bit, make sure my edges were right, make sure, got a face, clean face. Let the glow shine. All right, let's just get into this gig, okay? This video is titled August Predictions because I want to give y'all a heads up on what's to come. But I want to put out this disclaimer first and foremost, okay? I want to put out a disclaimer because this video will be saved on IG and Facebook. And I'm probably going to post it on YouTube too. First and foremost, if you come across my video and this messaging, if you're not willing to open your mind, if you're not willing to be neutral and be willing to hear all different sources of information, if you don't want to be neutral, if you don't want to have an open mind, if you want to stick in your beliefs that you've been pretty much been programmed with, I'm just going to let you know this messaging is not for you. This video is not for you, so you might as well go ahead and move along. Okay, move along on your way and have a beautiful day. I say that because this video is more for open-minded people. This video is more for someone who wants to hear all kinds of information and take what they can hear. For some people, this is going to help raise their awareness, raise their frequency, especially towards the end. Also, too, this video is for people who definitely want to be aware of what's going on and not be blind to what's going on and want to hear some truths, okay? If you're not willing to do that, please move along, okay? Because you're going to get triggered. I'm just going to call it like I see it. I have a lot to go over. I think this video might go over an hour, to be honest. So if anyone is watching, grab a snack, chillax. This is a non-judgmental space, okay? A non-judgmental space. I have my tea ready because there's a lot of tea to go over here, okay? A lot of tea. I got my tea. I got my beet, carrot, and orange juice from Jewel, freshly prepared. Actually, I only took half of it the other day because shit, I didn't want all my shit coming out red and I freaked the fuck out. So I just wanted to take it half at a time. And of course I'm gonna be doing more juicing. I'm going to post a lot more juicing stuff in the future coming up because I want to get back to the health stuff very soon. So, but yes, there's a lot to go over, y'all. There's a lot to go over. I think you should be excited first and foremost. And I want to spread that positivity first. Please be excited. Yes, I know a lot of our realities are not where we want it to be, or you might be financially, strapped, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. But you should be excited because there's a lot of changes coming. There is a lot of beauty behind the scene, not behind the scenes, but in the air, in terms of you being determined, you being focused on your path, being in alignment. Alignment is very important. There's a lot of stuff that's going to come up that are positive too, and I will mention that in this August predictions because there is some positivity as well. I don't want to make it seem like doom and gloom, okay? But the all the shit that's going to be going down in August may mask the beautiful energy that is there. They are going to they and listen to what I'm saying. They are going to try to mask the beautiful energy so you get sucked into their bullshit. Okay? I say they for a reason. And we're going to get into that later. All right. First, I just want to cover these next 2 weeks, though, first and foremost, because we got 2 more weeks of July. Okay? First and foremost, let's do that. The reason why I've been saying in the horoscopes is to really accept reality for what it is. Okay? Let the reality settle in for a reason, because there's going to be a lot more loss coming. Okay, you already see it. They're starting to close up shit. Okay, they're starting to do their plan again of locking shit down, keeping you in your box. Okay, I'm going to be saying a lot of symbology here too as well. There's going to be a lot of symbology. They're going to really start trying to ramp up that mask shit. They're not going to enforce it. What they're going to do is they want y'all to police each other. That's what they're going to do with the mask stuff outside. I already know it, because they can't enforce it, because the police ain't going to enforce it. Who's going to enforce it? Let's just keep it real. Police ain't doing it. They ain't even wearing the mask. So what makes you think that police is going to enforce it, especially when y'all wanted to fund the police? Let's keep it real. I'm going to be sweating in this video because I'm drinking tea. So if you see me dripping sweat and me grabbing a towel, actually let me grab a towel real quick. Because I'm going to be sweating. Okay, we're going to talk about that health stuff coming up though. We're going to talk about that health stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, we're going to be talking about that health stuff, because that's going to be very important. But I'm not going to get into that yet. So anywho, the rest of July is going to be a bunch of loss. You're going to see more businesses closing up. You're going to see more people talking about their financial situation. You're going to hear more people being close to evictions or being evicted come August. And the reason why I say you're going to see a lot more businesses closing up, especially, and quite a few entrepreneurs are going to give up their businesses, because guess what today is? Guess what motherfucking today is? It is tax day. Today is tax day. So, guess what? Businesses who don't pay up or who've been behind, guess what? They are going to take over your business. They're going to take over your business. So be prepared, entrepreneurs. If you have not been paying taxes, especially for the past couple years, your shit's gone. Your shit gonna be gone by August. Let me let you know that right now. Your shit gonna be gone. It's gonna be taken over. And on top of that, you're gonna be in major debt. Because of course, they're not just gonna take it over and be like, okay, you're good. No, you're gonna be paying that shit off. Somehow, some way. Oh, you best believe it. Hey Kendall. How are you, boo? So I just want to put that out there. You're going to start seeing a lot more smaller businesses closing up, which is going to be very sad. Okay? Also, major corporated businesses, even though they're making bank as we speak, they're going to lay off people. They're gonna start laying off people and try to act like they're struggling. No, the fuck they're not. You know that's a lie. You just look at their stocks and shit. They chilling. The CEO's chilling. They ain't losing money. But guess what? Your targets, all of them, they're gonna start laying people off. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. That is coming. But yeah, the rest of July is gonna be about that. I do foresee protests coming, probably towards the end of the month, especially about those eviction moratoriums not being extended. Also, I see, of course, due to the shutdowns, of course, those who went back to work, unfortunately, your unemployment is going to get all fucked up. I'm just going to let y'all know that right now. Even if you were receiving partial unemployment, I read up on that shit. You're gonna have to start that application over. And if you were working more than 90 days during that period, then you'll have a higher chance of receiving unemployment again. But if not, there's gonna be some fucked up shit going on with unemployment. So read up on your labor laws, read up on your shit, because I see that becoming a problem. And nope, they're not extending that $600 for US. They're not going to extend that $600 benefit. That's coming to end July 31st. That's done. That's a wrap. You'll receive your last payment probably July 3rd or something like that. And that's it. It's a wrap with that. Also, stimulus package here in the US. That shit ain't gonna get passed this month. Just gonna let y'all know that right now. That ain't gonna get passed this month either. Unless people are gonna receive the stimulus check. I'm already just bracing that I'm not gonna qualify for it. So that's why I've been working on my shit. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, start developing new skills. I've been said that since April. I've been said that. And I know a lot of y'all have not been listening. Told y'all, start developing new skills to pay your bills. Because guess what? You ain't gonna have that job. Especially after August, you're definitely not gonna have that job. You'll be lucky if you get that job back. You'd be considered lucky. So I just want to give y'all that heads up too. If you have not started working on some skills and hobbies and things that you love doing, this is today. Start today. Start that today. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. Start that today. Stop playing around. First and foremost. Okay? So let's just go ahead and get into August now. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention, and I know people are going to be like, that's such a conspiracy theory. No, bitch, it's for real. So for example, yesterday, here in Chicago, they were chemtrailing them skies heavily yesterday. That's why I say with the North Node and Gemini, pay attention to your environment, pay attention to the sky. Okay? They have been spraying chemicals in the air. Some people are saying it's helicopters. No, it's not helicopters. No. It is high in altitudes. There's planes that fly across the sky in very high altitudes that are bigger than your commercial planes. Okay? I think they're probably part of the military or something. They're high in the skies, spraying the skies. Okay? And the reason why I say they're different from commercial planes, because commercial planes can fly that high and they do leave some chemtrailing, but the difference is the high altitude planes, the commercial planes, they have specific routes that they fly. They have specific routes that they fly. As a kid, and even to this day, I've always watched planes fly in the sky. I've always have. And they fly certain paths, okay? Here in Chicago, they don't fly a northeast path, okay? They don't fly at an angle. They typically fly west to east, or rare rare occasions north to south, depending on if like they're going to Minnesota or going to Green Bay or something. That's a rare occasion. But otherwise than that, or Duluth. Otherwise than that, I'm just gonna keep it real. They don't fly at random angles in the sky. And you see it coming from the horizon. You'll see like it'll mark like an X or some shit. It looks like missiles going off. That's chemtrailing. They're polluting the skies. Okay? So I'm just letting y'all know today they heavily, yesterday they heavily aerosoled the air. And not just that, they did it overnight. So today, because the first part of the day was supposed to be sunny. I seen it in the forecast. National Weather Service. I don't go to Weather Channel no more. National Weather Service said it was supposed to be partly sunny today. And then the clouds would roll in. No, bitch. It was like, you couldn't even hardly see the sun today. Right when you wake up, the sun was not even really, you couldn't even see it. Because of the haze and the pollution. So I'm just letting y'all know that. They're going to be doing that more and more so in August. Because when it rains, it brings all that chemicals down to the surface. So for those of you who are rainwater collectors, stop collecting rainwater. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know that. Stop doing that. Also, too, make sure you have your hair and your head covered when it's raining. Do not just be out in the open with your hair and letting the rain just soak on your skin. Make sure you're covered up because that's chemicals in the rain. I mean, we've been known that, but it's really heavily now. Okay? So, and also too, it's going to affect the weather a lot more. We're going to see a lot more intense storms here in August. I'm just going to let y'all know that. I will admit this. I was wrong about the hurricane predictions for July. I'm going to admit that. And that's another thing too. Admit when you're wrong. Because I know I'm going to be wrong on certain things that I predict too. Okay? So far, I have been wrong on hurricanes, but we still got 2 more weeks of July, so who knows? It might all of a sudden, a major hurricane might just all of a sudden pop up. Just saying. I'll still say keep an eye on that. And then, yeah, New York City did get hit by a tropical storm last week. So, I mean, just saying. Trying to see any other weather. Yeah, there's gonna be still a lot more heat waves in August. I do foresee that more so. I was kind of wrong about that for the East Coast more so. The West Coast has been getting hit with heat though. I was right about that, but East Coast has not been getting hit with the heat that badly. So I will admit when I'm wrong to certain things. But it still have been a lot more hotter than usual. So I do want to put that out there. Let's see, what else? What else with weather? I think that's all I have to say with weather. Let's talk about seismic activity. Especially towards the end of this month into the beginning of August, West Coast, you should be on you should be on alert. You should be on alert. There could be quite a few earthquakes coming your way. I did mention that in one of my predictions a couple days ago, but I just wanted to reiterate that. More so in California, but I would say all along the West Coast. Washington down. Also, too, I do feel like there's going to be a. I've been getting reads on that. I do feel that there will be a big natural disaster coming in August. Um, it's going to be very unpredictable. That's why I can't predict what it's going to be because Uranus is going to be involved with this natural disaster, especially around the Aquarius new moon. Um, because Uranus will be making a T square to the full moon, and it rules the new moon. And Uranus is in Taurus, which is a very physical sign. So I get a weird feeling that there's going to be a big natural disaster that's going to hit a certain area that they couldn't even forecast or what they couldn't even predict. And I have a feeling that's going to have a massive effect on the economy, especially here in the US. Which leads into the topic of economic issues. So, of course, as a result of businesses closing up here in July, I do feel like um, there will be a massive stock market crash. I'm getting reads on that. So there's going to be a massive stock market crash. One thing I like to say, because Leo season is going to be very, very dramatic. First off, the sign Leo is a very dramatic sign, okay? And I do feel like people are going to be very dramatic about shit that's happening. So that's why I keep saying Leo season is going to be one messy season, especially in August, because the economy is going to crash. There's going to be a stock market crash that's going to even throw the investors off. People are going and let's keep it real. It's on the news. It's facts. A lot of billionaires have been buying back their stocks because they know what's up. So they're starting to buy back their stocks. Okay, investors are starting to pull out, and guess what? I have a feeling sometime in August, or it could be even this month. I ain't gonna lie, it could be even within the next 2 weeks. That the stock market is going to take a humongous dip, and it's going to throw everybody and their mama off. Also, it's going to throw the banks off, and you already know where I'm going to go into that with that topic. So I've been seeing a lot of people posting about cashless society, which there is validity to that. Yes, that is one of the goals right now, is to try to implement a cashless society. Okay, that's one of the end games of Agenda 21. If you don't know what Agenda 21 is, do your research, Google it. They even have the whole panel talk of a bunch of rich people talking about Agenda 21. They had that meeting back in October 2019 in New York City. You'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. And it relates to everything that's going on today. So, yes, that is the end game, but people keep posting that they're going to go cashless this year. That's false. That's not going to happen. That will not happen because they haven't crashed the economy to be able to do that. Actually, good question. Does 21 mean 2021? Or does Agenda 21 mean 2021? Not necessarily. Agenda 21, but it is the beginnings of it. 2021 is the beginnings of Agenda 21. Okay? However, the end game is to have all these things by 2030. Okay? Like a one global system, a one like a cashless society, have control over resources. That is factual. That is what they're trying to do. They've been planning that for ages, for centuries, to be honest. This actually goes way farther back than you think. Some people saying it's 10 years. I'm like, no, way more than that. Yeah, it relates to NWO. Yes. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to speak in code. It does relate to that. Yes. That's what they're trying to implement. Will they be successful at it? Somewhat, but not all the way. No. But those of you who keep posting that they're gonna go cashless this year, that's false. That's not gonna happen. Because there's too many. There's too many. Yeah, ask questions. Yeah, you're very welcome. Um, there's still too many elderly and older people who are not going to be able to adapt to that. Okay, let's just keep it real. And plus, on top of that, when the banks do close up, okay, when the credit freeze, there's going to be a credit freeze because that's what happened back in the stock market crash in 1929. People weren't able to draw out their money. There was no loans. Okay, there was no loans. The credit system had existed way back then. They weren't able to do all that. The credit had froze. So knowing that, there will be a credit freeze coming, meaning that you won't be able to use your credit cards. And you definitely damn well won't be able to apply for no damn loan. It ain't gonna happen. Even if you have the perfect credit score, that shit ain't gonna matter. You're not gonna get any money. Banks are not lending. So you should know that a credit freeze is going to come. Your credit is not going to mean a damn thing. There's already like places they don't care right now. They're just like they trying like these buildings here. Like I'm giving an example. Some of the buildings here in Chicago, they don't care. They're just like if you got the money, you got cash, you can pay up front. Bam, you in here. We ain't doing credit check. We ain't worry about that. That should let you know already. Pay attention to your buildings. Pay attention to your neighbors. Pay attention to who's moving in and out of your buildings. Because you're going to start seeing random motherfuckers living in your buildings. You're going to be like, whoa, hold on. Especially those who, live in high rises and shit. I already know. They're probably like, oh, no way. They can't be living up here. No. They don't give a fuck. That's what I say. Your credit don't matter. Your credit don't matter. I'm going to let you know right now. I don't care if you got a $5,000 limit and you paid it all off. Bitch, oh well. You ain't going to be able to use that credit. Let's keep it real. So I do foresee a credit freeze. You'll still be able to use your debit cards. Okay? But you may not have access to your banks or your bank account. Excuse me. You may not have a physical access to your bank account, meaning you probably won't be able to draw out money anymore. So that's probably why I'm not telling you to go to the bank and draw out all your money. Be reasonable with that. Make sure you have enough to pay your bills, but make sure you have some cash on the side because they're gonna have to accept some cash. These businesses, they're gonna have no choice. So I'm just gonna let y'all know. Make sure you have some cash on the side. So don't buy into that bullshit of people saying, "Oh, they about to go cashless." Yeah, businesses have been posting that, but it ain't gonna work. They're gonna take cash eventually again. They're gonna have to because once the credit freezes, then how they're gonna make some money? So just let y'all know that. Make sure you have some cash on the side just in case. I do foresee that in August, a massive economic crash. Also, in August, everything that has happened in 2020 thus far, starting from January all the way up until now, so which includes foreign issues, because you remember U.S. had issues with Iran. I foresee there's going to be more issues. I'm not saying specifically with Iran, but with other countries. I do foresee some foreign stuff going on. Hint, hint, US/China. Hint, hint. I do foresee more of those issues arise in August. So there might be some foreign stuff coming up. Also, there, uh, let's recap other things. Celebrity deaths. There's going to be more celebrity deaths. Very funny that I put that prediction out there, and all of a sudden a couple of celebrities died right after I said that shit. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit. I remember once I said that, Hood Healer said that, a couple other people said that, and it's so crazy. All of a sudden, a couple more had died right after that. That was crazy. I was like, whoa, right on the jump. Because John Travolta's wife, Kelly Preston, passed away like on Monday or Tuesday, and then some other guy, I don't remember. I mean, I really rest in peace to their souls, but I mean, I really don't care. But rest in peace to their souls. But it's crazy how all of a sudden two more celebrities had all of a sudden passed away. I was like, whoa, interesting. We're gonna see more of that popping up. We're gonna start seeing more idols come up missing too in August. We're gonna start seeing more of that. People coming up missing. Let's see what else I'm gonna recap. Of course, lockdowns. You know, the COVID shit ain't going nowhere. Let's see what else had happened in between that time. I already talked about the stimulus package. Oh, protests. Black Lives Matter. Boom. That's going to come back up in August. And be prepared because there's going to be a lot more police brutality videos that's going to get released. Get ready for that. And be ready that it was all pre-planned. And they want you to be out in the streets protesting about that. Be ready for that. I do foresee more rioting and looting in August. I do foresee that. I do foresee also more. I actually do see martial law happening. Not across the country, but in certain locations. I do foresee National Guard and martial law taking place in certain areas in August. More so towards the end, but I do foresee that happening in August. That's why they keep, if you notice, your favorite celebrities keep posting about Breonna Taylor and all that other shit because they're trying to keep you distracted. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about this one. I would definitely want to cover. And I don't like covering this shit. To be honest, I don't like covering this shit because some of this stuff is very low vibrational shit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like covering this stuff, but I have to for those who are still want to be aware of what's going on so that you have a better understanding how it does connect to what's happening behind the scenes. Old girl, Maxwell, who's connected with Epstein. Be careful with that information. I feel like she's going to be the trigger of more distractions. I picked up that vibe today. Spiritually, I felt that message come through. She's going to be used as a ploy for more distractions. It's not going to be what you think. And the sad part is a lot of us are thinking, quite a few people are thinking, oh, she's about to release some names and this, and that. Trust and believe it ain't going to go in the way you want it to. It's not going to go in the way you want it to because she's connected to way more deeper shit than the politicians that she's connected to and to the celebrities that she's connected to, and with Epstein and the sex trafficking shit. Because notice how they have Filthy Rich on Netflix. My sister was watching that yesterday. I didn't watch it with her. Because I felt spiritually, I felt that, yes, they're going to reveal some things, but I'm guaranteeing you they're just revealing the icing on the cake. They're not going to reveal the deep layers. Okay? They're not going to reveal that there's strawberries in that cake, that there's bananas in that cake. They're not going to reveal that there's some berries, some cheesecake bits in that bitch. Okay? They're not going to reveal that. They're not going to even reveal if it's a vanilla, chocolate, or it's mixed. They're not going to reveal that. They're just going to reveal what kind of icing is on that cake. So I'm just gonna let y'all know you're not gonna hear what you want to hear from that. I would suggest do not pay too much attention to it. Something's telling me do not pay too much attention to it, because that's gonna pull you in a rabbit hole that you don't want to even go down. Because they're gonna pull you into more of their spell shit. It goes way deeper than you think. Way more deeper and out of your mind. Shit. Out of your mind. Okay? I just want to forewarn people that. They're not going to reveal how she's connected to the oceans. Because do your research on that girl. She's connected to the oceans. Do your research. There's something going on in emotions. And we're going to start seeing a lot more of that shit come up. Which I'm going to get to the 4D stuff. I'm going to get to the higher dimensional stuff soon. So I'm going to save that for that portion. But I'm just going to say, with old girl, you're not going to get what you want to hear. Also, too, there's going to be people who are going to try to whistleblow about her and about some shit. And watch, they asses come up missing or dead. There's going to be a lot of that. It's going to become very apparent next month. So I just want to let y'all know. And I actually think also, too, because water and water, Naya Rivera, something tells me that she was connected with this shit. I think that whole cast of Glee is connected to this shit. There's just something, that energy is very sticky. There's something sticky about that whole situation. I think everything's connected. It's very sticky. I feel like she could have been used as a sacrifice ritual. Somebody who's connected to all that shit probably put a spell on her ass or something. I don't know. Something is very sticky about that situation to me. I can feel it deep down in my soul. But we're gonna save the ocean talk for the higher dimensional shit. Unfortunately, I gotta stick with the construct shit, the matrix. Let's stay on topic. Okay. Oh, yes, this is what I want to touch on this. I'm sorry. I gotta cover this shit. Because this is gonna trigger people. This is gonna motherfucking trigger people. I already know. And I'm ready. I'm ready for the smoke. I got protection. Liberal racism. Liberal racism. I gotta actually use the bathroom. I'll be right back. But hold on that thought. Liberal racism. I'll be right back. Okay, liberal racism. I'm back. Liberal racism. Let's get into it. We're going to see a lot more of that in August. Okay? We're definitely going to see a lot more liberal racism. I'm drinking my tea because this is for real. You're going to see it more in the gay community, calling it out. You're going to see more of that happening. You're going to start seeing people calling out their bullshit in the gay community. Let's keep it real. We're going to see a lot more of that. We're going to see a lot more racism. Like, you're going to start seeing people's true colors in August. Because a lot of people have not worked on their triggers. A lot of people have not worked on their past traumas. A lot of people have not worked on their insecurities. Guess what? That shit's going to be revealed. That shit's coming out. Mars squaring all that Capricorn energy is going to put it out on Front Street. You're going to start seeing people's true colors. That's why I said, even with the mask shit, you're going to start seeing people, if you're not wearing a mask outside, guarantee you there's going to be somebody who's going to yell at you. Be ready for that smoke. Especially light workers. That's why I want to put that out there to those who are living in the light. You're going to start getting attacked. So make sure you're protecting your energies. Make sure you have shit. I would even suggest, like what Isis Wisdom says, start setting up your ancestor altars. Call on your ancestors for protection. Because we're about to get into that shit in August, which that's what I said, liberal racism. And you're going to start seeing, of course, the racism, from those who are obvious racists. You're definitely going to see more of that pop up because there is a raging civil war happening in the background. That's going to be popping up a lot more. It's going to become Front Street news. So be ready. Have your wits about you. I would even suggest make sure make sure you have a weapon on you. That's how deep this is going to go in August. Make sure you have a weapon on you. If you have or if you're planning to get a firearm, I would suggest it. Get your license. I will highly suggest it. August is going to become very apparent. It's going to become very apparent that the Civil War in our own streets are going to happen. And it's not going to be just about color. It's not going to be about that. Okay? I'm just going to let y'all know. It's not going to be solely on color. It's going to be based off of your ideologies. Okay? So be ready for that. But like I said, liberal racism is going to be out in Front Street. You're going to see even from your Democratic mayors and governors, there's going to be some tea starting to spill out about your Democratic favorites who don't support people of color. Period. Who never have. Period. And these are questions to ask yourself, especially in these major cities. You have a Democratic mayor. What have they done for people of color, the communities, for Latinos, Black people? Ask, what have they done for y'all communities? Exactly. There's going to be crickets. You're going to have to do your research. They haven't done shit. That's why gentrification continues. And it's still continuing today as we speak. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of these things are going to come up in August. So get ready for people start like really pushing them triggers with these people. And guess what? Those liberal racists, they gonna buck first. They gonna buck. You're gonna start seeing a lot more Karens. You're definitely gonna see a lot more Karens calling. You're gonna start seeing barbecue Becky's coming back. Oh, they gonna be out loud and proud, calling the police, even though police ain't gonna show up at this point. But you're gonna start seeing a lot more of that shit So, and they might actually try to attack. So make sure you're ready. So letting y'all know that August, that's what's going to start happening. Even if you're in your big cities, even New York City, a lot of y'all motherfuckers are sleeping right now in New York City. Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers keep thinking, oh, we ain't shutting back down. We good. No, bitch. Y'all about to shut back down by the end of this month. Okay? And then all them Karens and Barbecue Becky's going to be out in the streets. Okay? Don't think that there ain't no racism going on in New York City. Y'all blind as a motherfucker. So some shit about to go down with that in August. That's why I said Black Lives Matter protesting is gonna come right back. Don't fall for the bullshit. Don't donate your money to Black Lives Matter because you're donating to white people. Just keep it real. That's pretty funny that y'all donating to white people when it's Black Lives Matter. Very funny. Let's see, what else? August predictions. What's some other things that I have? Yeah, so like I said, it would be the start of Civil War, but like I said, I feel like, I don't know. I think there would be talks of war too as well. That's why I'm bringing back the foreign shit. I do feel like there will be talks of war. I don't think it will start. I don't think a draft will start in August if there's going to be a selective service draft. I think that's going to be a little bit later, to be honest. But I can see something of war talks. And I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if there is all of a sudden some bullshit that happens and then, because August is all over the place. So I don't know. But I actually honestly think that it will be war talks. But the thing is, I don't think they're going to initiate anything until later in the fall. Those are my guesses. Okay? Because they have so much other shit that needs to set up in order for that to happen. Because it takes a while. We're dealing with Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy takes a little bit longer. Okay? It does move, but it takes a little bit longer. Let's see, what else? What else in August am I pulling up? Oh, Leo new moon. I looked at the astrology for the Leo new moon. It is a beautiful new moon. However, there's going to be a lot of shit going on because the Leo new moon, I think, is August 19th or the 20th, somewhere around there, if I'm not mistaken. It's a beautiful new moon because if I'm not mistaken, because the new moon's going to be beautifully trining Mars in Aries. Okay? There's a lot of good actions that can take place. That's why I want to talk about the positives here. There's a lot of good action that could take place in August as long as you are on your purposeful path. If you're not, obviously you're not going to see the beauty in the new moon. Because the Leo new moon, that new moon's ruled by the sun. And the sun will be in Leo at that time. Okay? It's very dignified. It will be the strongest energy in the zodiac, obviously, at that time. However, there's going to be shit going on in the background that's going to try to mask the beautiful energy. Because the Capricorn energy is going to challenge the Leo new moon. And the Capricorn energy will be receiving that square from Mars. So there'll be a lot of triggering shit going on that they have set up for you. For you to get drawn into. So, knowing that, that's why I keep telling y'all, work on your skills, work on your purpose, know your purpose, get aligned. These next 2 weeks, I highly suggest, if you have not got aligned, get right with spirit. Because a lot of people are going to be under spiritual attack next month. And I feel like if you're on your purpose, you're going to start seeing beautiful strides. I really do foresee people making big strides in August in terms of people who are focusing on their purpose. I foresee a little bit of prosperity. I feel like more of that's going to come in September, but you're going to start seeing, you're going to start feeling leveling up. Okay? That's the whole purpose of the Leo new moon, is to level up. Level up your soul. Level up the light. But obviously, there's going to be the dark who's going to try to pull you back down. So that's why I feel like do not fall for these traps. That's why I said, oh girl, Maxwell, Epstein. I feel like you're not going to hear what you want to hear. That's a trap. You're going to fall into a trap. Okay? Same thing with the Black Lives Matter shit. That shit's going to come back up. That's a trap. Entertaining the whole COVID-19 shit. If you're entertaining that shit still, start weaning yourself off of that bullshit. Because you're lowering your vibrations. So, knowing that, take your ass out of that equation. And yes, if people attack you about that shit, like I said, I said this. If people start attacking me and slandering me, I'm just block them. Because you're going to start seeing a lot more people exiting out of your life these next 2 weeks and going into August. Let the dead lay with the dead. Fortunately, a lot of people are going to get taken up out here with those old timelines. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. They're trying to take out as many people as they can. And the August is the start of that shit. So that's why I said, if you're not falling for these traps, trust and believe, you're going to start making some beautiful strides. Also, I want to mention this. If you can, because I know not everyone can let go of their jobs. Because some people have children and they have to feed their children. They have to make sure their children's getting taken care of. That's their purpose. They decide to have kids. That's their purpose. They have to make sure the kids are getting out of this construct. That's their purpose. Unfortunately, they're going to have to stay in it because they decide to have kids. They sacrifice that choice. But that's what I'm saying. If you have kids and stuff, don't be reasonable about it. Unless you are financially, you are good for especially the next year, which that's rare, then obviously, no, don't quit your job. Okay, I'm being realistic with people. However, unless the job lets you go. However, though, if you have the opportunity, I would suggest get out of that job. Because that energy is holding you back. I've been suggesting that to a lot of people in their readings lately because I feel like that's holding their energy back from achieving the beauty that they can achieve. I know it's very difficult, but some of y'all are going to have to quit that job. It's holding y'all back. Just going to let y'all know that. Now, if you have to continue to work, like I said, you can continue to work that job until they tell your ass that you need to get a vaccine. That's when you exit out. Or get tested, one or the other. Then you can exit out from there. Because by law, they can't do that. So unless you have the money to have a lawyer to back that shit up. But to be honest, you might as well just take the exit after that. You want me to do what? You want me to what? Nah, I'm good. You might as well bite the bullet, bounce. Because I guarantee you, them jobs, especially in the inner cities, get ready. They're going to try to mandate that shit on your ass. Because that's part of the plan. Because, you know, money. They going to try to mandate that shit on your asses. You better not get tested, because another prediction. Bam, in August, that landed in my mind. If you go get tested, I guarantee you, they're going to start making all those tests positive. Get ready for that. That's why I've been telling y'all asses, don't get tested. Especially in September, they're going to start making everyone positive that gets tested. So, you best believe it. I'm going to let y'all know. Do not get tested. Because they already have that mandated in the bills that if you tested positive for coronavirus, you're going to be the first in line to get that vaccine. They're going to mandate that. I guarantee you that in the next coming months. They're going to mandate that if you test positive or if you had tested positive because they have your information, they're going to hit you up. You're going to be like, by law, you come get this vaccine. Come on. Come get this bullshit vaccine. See if your ass survive. Y'all gonna be first in line. So I'm just letting y'all know, starting this month, August, they're gonna start making people positive out of nowhere. You're gonna have way less chances of being negative, because that's their way of drawing up what's going on. Also, August, another thing, like I said, there's gonna be a lot more shutdowns. I can foresee almost all 50 states be shut down by the end of August. Just let y'all know that there ain't gonna be no school. Nope, there ain't gonna be no school. Everything gonna be online. Ain't gonna be no school. That's why I keep telling y'all, do not walk up in August delusional. Let reality set in, because that will help guide you on what's going on. If you think that we're going to inch back to normal by just putting on your mask and that's going to save the day, you're motherfucking delusional. I'm going to give it straight to you and no chaser. You're motherfucking delusional. You definitely swallowed that bullshit pill. You definitely swallowed that. Just gonna let y'all know that right now. If you think that the world gonna go back to normal, and all of a sudden, because you notice that the news have been giving y'all codes. That too. If you still look at the new stuff, take it with a grain of salt, but watch out for the codes. They've been giving y'all codes this whole month. I've been picking them up. I'm like, bam, bam. I'm like, oh, I got that hint, bam. They've been giving us code. And that's why they even said that they're like, one news articles on one, I think it was Forbes or something, they're bracing for an economic crash coming. They try and give y'all code, and I'm surprised ain't nobody taking the heed. They're bracing for it. They know it's coming, because that's their plan. So get ready for that too, y'all. Get ready for, like I said, like they're trying to tell y'all that all of a sudden, if everyone and their mama wear a mask outside for 4 to 8 weeks, this will all shit go away. No, the fuck ain't gonna go away. You already know this shit ain't going away. Because they've been told y'all that the second wave is gonna happen in the fall. They done gave y'all hints. They done give y'all hints that the darkest winter is coming. They giving y'all hints on their plans, because a bunch of people about to get taken up out of here. That's the whole plan. It's not gonna be just through COVID. It's gonna be through all this other bullshit. So I'm just letting y'all know that. Get ready for that shit. What else? There's just so much shit. That's why I'm like, man, because I know I'm going into another hour with the shit, because I gotta talk about how to get through this shit too, and then talk about the higher dimensional predictions. That I'm gonna have fun with. Okay, I can't wait to talk about that shit. I just want to get this construct bullshit over with. Just give y'all a heads up on shit. Because I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, 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 oh. This election bullshit. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I got about 20 more seconds. Follow me into the next slide. We gonna talk about this, I'm gonna give y'all some tea about something that's coming. So follow me into the next slide. I'll be right back. Okay. We're going to get into predictions part 2. Like I said, there's a lot to cover. Okay. All right, so let's chat about what I was following up on part 1. Okay. So, election shit. Bam. Now, I feel kind of weird to say this, but this is a bold prediction. I ain't gonna lie, this is a very bold prediction to make. But I don't know why. Something hit me earlier last week. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be something coming out about Joe Biden. I don't know why. I feel like something's going to come out about that motherfucker, and I can see where he drops out. I don't know why. This is a bold prediction to make. Of course, I will admit when I'm wrong. If September rolls around, that motherfucker's still running, obviously, then yeah, I will definitely admit that I was wrong. Okay? I will admit that. Because like I said, I'm an honest person. I will admit to my mistakes. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. But something told me that I felt like he going to drop out in August. I don't know why. Or there'll be pressures. At least, that, of him dropping out. Or something happening with that man. There's something weird about next month's energy, especially when it comes to politicians, that I think something's going to happen where, I don't know, I just feel like that man, I think something's telling me he's going to drop out of that race. Oh, and have y'all noticed that? Oh, boom. Okay, if you've been paying attention to elections, boom. Have y'all noticed this? Usually they announce who the Democratic nominee winner is, right? They usually do that. Have you noticed that? They have not said that he won the Democratic nomination. Boom. Something about to go down. Something about to go down in the town, y'all. Have y'all noticed that? Yeah, he's the only one running, obviously. Yeah, you would think, okay, here you go. You're the only one running. Why they're still doing elections at this point? Everybody and mama done dropped out. By this time in 2016, Hillary, you already knew Hillary had won the Democratic nomination. Boom. I peeped y'all on game. Boom. Do your research. I peeped y'all on game. Something about to go down with the Democratic shit. Boom. Trump's gonna have another 4 years. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. Trump's gonna have another 4 years. I mean, that's further into the prediction, but August might solidify that shit. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. Trump gonna have another 4 years. Something don't sit right now. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. They're not even having the Democratic convention. They said it's gonna be online, but no, there's something going on. There's something going on. Y'all don't even see it. That's why I feel like something's about to come out about Joe Biden where he's just gonna drop out, or they're just gonna drop him. And yeah, they're going to use Trump as a scapegoat. Yep, that's what they've been doing the whole time. I'm not saying Trump is perfect. I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't support that motherfucker. But I do give props where it's due. Trump has been doing us a couple favors. I'm going to let y'all know that. I'm going to peep y'all on game. He's actually done y'all a couple favors this year. First and foremost, he drawn the country out of World Health Organization. That was probably the best. I was actually like, whoo, thank the Lord Jesus. Because them motherfuckers would have, if we had Hillary as president, we will all been had to be mandated to take that vaccine. I'm putting y'all on game. That's why I kept trying to tell y'all motherfuckers who want to escape the country. I'm like, why you want to go somewhere else right now? Like, South Nodes and Sagittarius. Actually, the best place to be is actually to be here in the United States, to be quite honest, babies. I want to let y'all know that right now. The best place is probably to be here. Yes, we're going to go through some bullshit, don't get me wrong. We got a lot of bullshit we're about to go through. But I'm going to let y'all know something. Let me put y'all on game. Yes, Canada, EU, like Spain, France, Germany, and whatever other countries are part of the EU still, Italy. Let me put y'all on game. Yes, they're getting $2,000 checks every month for the rest of the year. Yes, they're getting paid at home. Yes. But let me let you know something. They don't see what's coming. Because guess what, babies? They gonna have to take that vaccine. And guess what? They gonna be dying off too. They think they're in La La Land like, oh, we chilling here. We watching y'all going through y'all shit and laughing. But they don't see what's coming. They do not see what's coming. It is about to hit the fan in those countries. By the end of the year, mark my word. Shit's gonna hit the fan. Because they're not gonna continue those $2,000 checks. What they're going to do is, once that check's in, they're going to say, okay, in order for you to get back into the economy, you're going to have to take that vaccine. And it will be free because healthcare is free. That's why I said, y'all have some karma coming to y'all who keep making fun of the Americans. And then, another thing. Boom, another one. Those of you who are investing in stocks, y'all got some karma coming to y'all. Particularly to those who are putting their money towards these motherfucking vaccines. Because you're putting money towards people's deaths. Y'all got some karma coming to y'all. I'm going to let you know that. I've seen people post that shit. And they're like, oh, I'm making money off of these vaccine trials. I'm making bank. You're making dead money. Putting y'all on game too on that. Trust and believe. Spirit's going to deal with your ass. I advise you to put that money back. Send that money right back. If you come across this video, you better send that money right back. So yeah, that's why I keep telling people, those who want to escape and go run to a different country, I'm like, no, baby, stay here. Don't go nowhere. Anyways, the moment you go out there, anyways, our passport is worthless anyways. So let's just put that on game too. Our passports are worthless. If you're trying to get a passport, cancel your plans. Do not put your money towards that shit. Also too, even the countries that you are allowed to go to with your passport, your ass is getting tracked, you gotta get tested. So I'm just letting you know, don't even bother leaving the country. Don't even bother. And it may become, don't even take the airplanes. It might come to that point in August. Do not take the airplanes, because it would be domestic travel too, where you're gonna have to get tested. It's gonna be mandated through, or whatever, or get tracked, or whatever the bullshit is. Or you're going to have to download the app, or whatever the case may be. That's what I said. Domestic travel is going to get affected next month, too. I'm putting that prediction out there. They already started a little bit, but it's going to amplify in August. Okay? So your best bet at traveling is road travel, most likely. Because they're not going to be able to stop people from traveling on the roads. They'll try. They will, but it ain't going to work out that well. Some other things I want to mention for August before I move into some of the fun stuff. Trying to think, is there any other shit that I wanted to put out there for August? I mentioned weather. I mentioned the economy. I mentioned, of course, the traps. Basically, I'm just gonna call them traps. Um, I did mention the positives. I think I pretty much covered everything that I want to cover about August, especially the construct stuff, the matrix shit. Okay. All right, let's move into some fun stuff though, because there's some fun things I want to predict. Okay. So, like I said, a lot of our third eyes are gonna get activated here. Okay. Ooh, thank you for reminding me. Yes, that's a perfect segue into the new shit. Oceans. Yes, perfect segue. Third eyes are opening here. A lot of our third eyes are getting activated here, okay? And I want to let y'all know something. The oceans. Well, first and foremost, stay out of the oceans. Stay out of oceans, stay out of the lakes, stay out of the rivers, and stay out of like flood waters or any of that nature. Stay out of the waters. Now, I'm going to put this message out there for those who are spiritual because I've been getting annoyed by this shit, okay? I've been getting annoyed. This is a warning here, okay? Especially from Spirit. It's funny that Spirit puts a message out there, right? Okay? Spirit puts a message out there. And we've received the downloads and the messengers have put it out there for y'all, okay? We put it out there for y'all. And especially those who are spiritual, they take the message and they're like, got it, received. And then all of a sudden, the next day or the next couple days, I see they asses in the water. And I'm like, didn't Spirit told y'all ass to stay out the water? Now, the beaches, I am iffy with the beaches because the water does wash upon the shore and bacteria and shit. I might even go as far as say stay away from the beaches. But I'm just going to let y'all know something, though. There's shit going on in the oceans, in the waters, okay? There's a lot of shit going on that y'all don't know about. That's why I said that Maxwell girl, she is connected to that shit. Do your research. She is connected to that. Epstein's connected to that. That's why I'm like, Filthy Rich ain't going to tell you everything. And then whatever else shit that's going to come out, they ain't going to tell you everything. Because there's going to be creatures coming out the water that we've never seen in our lives. Or we're going to see creatures do things that we've never seen in our lives. So, example, I can post this shit. I could post this video or refer y'all to Isis Wisdom, okay? And her IG is I am the realest to ever do it, okay? She goes by Isis Wisdom. I want to credit her for putting us on game, okay? Last week, there was a flying octopus in San Diego, in the sky. We're going to start seeing a lot more shit like that. We're going to start seeing a lot more nature stuff. Pay attention to your animals. That's another thing with this higher dimensional stuff. Pay attention to your animals. Pay attention to nature because pay attention to your pets. Because they're going to react to certain things because they know what's going on. They know that Earth has raised her frequency. And they know that Earth is going to start purging people too. It's going to start purging shit that it doesn't need. So obviously, pay attention to the nature and stuff like that because you're going to North Node and Gemini let y'all know to pay attention to your environments, pay attention to your localities, pay attention to your smaller worlds because the messages are there, not the bigger worldly shit that's going on, propaganda. That's not messaging. That's actually where the illusions are, and that's where you can fall empty or to your death. At the worst with the South Node and Sagittarius right now. So that's why I was letting y'all know, put y'all on game with this stuff because we're going to start seeing things come out that water next month. I really do foresee that. And guess what they going to do? They going to be like, they going to trigger some other shit so that y'all are paying attention to that shit. Y'all not paying attention to the flying octopus in the sky. Dead ass. I ain't playing. Shit, you might see a walking tree all of a sudden, picking up its roots and move somewhere else. But they gonna trigger some other shit in order for y'all not to see that. They gonna let the blind be blind. Or they're gonna let the blind be like, oh, that's not true. That's CGI. That's CGI. They CGI that shit. Oh, that's a kite. That's a flying kite. When you know damn well there ain't no flying kite. And the kite is going against the wind. It ain't flying with the wind. So that's what I'm just saying. Like, there's gonna be a lot more of that shit coming up. Also, UFOs, not IFOs, not shit that they know what it is, but they make y'all think it's UFOs. No, we're gonna actually start seeing a lot more UFOs. I do feel like that any other species that is on this planet are really watching what's going on, and also too, a lot of the reason why they're closing down shit too is not just because of what they're trying to cover up with their bullshit, but also there's a lot of things going on, like portals opening. Okay, there's a lot more portals opening now. There's a lot more creatures. That's what I said. Keep your mind open. Some of the fantasy shit that you thought was fantasy is going to become real during these times, especially in the next 10 years. A lot of these things are actually real. They just made a perception on what it looks like, but it's not that. But we're going to start seeing things that I think we're going to start seeing like dragons, to be honest. I really do feel that way. Also, too, they've been blocking off all the pyramids lately. Because there's a lot of technology in the pyramids that they have covered, and there's a couple stargates in these pyramids too. But the thing is, I think some of the species that's why I say you're gonna start seeing UFOs and stuff. I've noticed someone had posted a video of one of my friends on Facebook posted a video of her seeing a UFO here in Chicago in the sky, and I think they're keeping an eye on shit too, because they want to make sure that those stargates, they probably kicked the higher powers, like, you know, people, elites, and, you know, the world powers out of those pyramids. Okay, I think a lot of higher power, like different species, have kicked them out of the pyramids and stuff. That's why they're blocking it off, and that's why I think they definitely blocked off Antarctica, because, you know, they got their asses kicked out of there for sure. So, you know, Antarctica's an ice wall. They want to make you think it's just some land, but I think just Iceland. But I'm like, no, there's a world of worlds down there that they don't want us to access, because they're right now, none of us are at that level to be able to understand that and be able to go through there. None of us yet. We will. Some of us will get to that level when we raise with the frequency that's coming. Some of us will raise and be ready for that, but no, not a lot of people will be ready for that. They're not going to allow that. No. So it makes you think, because like pyramids, for example, especially, I mean, we'll just keep it simple with the Egyptian pyramids. Let's just keep it simple. Now, you know damn well, no normal people our size were able to set those the cement bricks up that way for the pyramids. There is no goddamn way, okay? There is no goddamn way. Us, like, if you put us people back into the Egyptian times, and we made those bricks and we're able to carry that heavy ass shit to there and to build it that way and carry it up, I do feel like there were more giants at that time. There were giants. I do feel like there were bigger versions of human or maybe a different species who were able to put that stuff there and build it to the way it is structured, where it points to the star Sirius. Okay? So that's why I said, activate your mind. This is time to keep your mind open to all the information. Okay? That's why I said at the beginning of this video that not everyone's going to be able to watch this video. Because they ain't ready for this. They ain't ready to hear this shit. They're not. They're going to get triggered. Or they're going to say you're a conspiracy theorist, or you're fucking crazy, or you're paranoid. That's their normal response. That's what the construct wants you to say it to people like that because they want to keep you in the program. But when you tap out the program, bitch, you're gonna start seeing things that you've never seen before. Like I've been like personal experience. I've been telling my sister, and she don't believe me that she don't believe it. She don't believe the shit. She ain't gotta believe. But I told her as I have seen flying centipedes lately, like here and there, like a random flying centipede. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It looks like a fucking centipede flying with a bunch of legs and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that flying in the sky? Just, just floating in the air. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's a flying centipede. And my sister's like, there ain't no such thing as a flying centipede. But I'm like, yeah. There's gonna be species we never seen before coming out the woodworks. What else? But yeah, giants. Yes, I feel like we're gonna start. I've been always felt this way when I was a kid, that they were giants. But of course, you're stuck in that physical realm. You're stuck on that third dimension, so you're not gonna, because they tell you that giants are not real and this and that. So you're stuck in that fixed energy. That's why I call it low vibration, because now the Earth has risen to the fourth dimension. So the third dimension is just the physical, and that's it. Like anything fantasy is not real. It's considered not real. So I've always felt that there were giants. And I remember as a kid, I used to have dreams about giants. And I remember when I lived in Calumet City, when I was like 5 years old, which is a south suburb in Chicago. And I remember I would always be scared to look out the window because I always felt that there was like a giant shadow waiting outside the window. And I've always felt that when I was a kid, that giants were real. I remember I had a couple dreams about giants. And it was funny that Isis Wisdom, she posted this too about giants. And I was like, that really activated my mind. I was like, whoa. I remember as a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember as a kid thinking, I know that giant, because they found a giant, like a human skull. I forget where. I have to go back to her posts and see where it was. But they found a huge giant skull. And it was way bigger than the normal body. So I don't know why, but I just feel like giants are real, or they were real, or they are real, but they're like hidden somewhere. Because there's a lot of places to hide on this earth. Trust and believe. And I think they're probably in the mountains, where you can't see them, because not everyone's living in the mountains. So I do foresee, I'm make this prediction in August, we're going to start hearing giant energy. I'm not saying we're going to start seeing giants, but, because I don't think a lot of our minds are ready for that yet. However, I do foresee hearing people talking about giant energy, where they're feeling like there's a giant outside their window, or you're going to start hearing people like seeing giant shadows. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if there's like giant energy coming. And like I said, of course, the construct is going to continue to distract so many people, so they're not going to believe. They're not going to even think of it. They're not going to even see what we're talking about. Let's see, what else? What's some higher dimensional stuff that I do feel? Oh, I do feel we're gonna start seeing some people going through the transition process of going to the fifth dimension. I feel like August, we're gonna start seeing a very few people who have been on their path and who have been really operating from their higher self. I do feel like some people will start transitioning into the crystalline bodies, where they'll start physically not looking like crystals, but their bodies will start adjusting to the higher timelines, and meaning like they will start aging a lot more better, and plus they'll start living. They're on the path to live way much longer than the 80-year lifespan that we have here in the U.S. I think some people are going to start transitioning. I do feel like a very few people are going to start transitioning into that. We're going to start hearing about that. So be open to that and be open to the process. Oh, so I want to talk about ways of getting through August a little bit too, and going to the fall, because there's going to be a lot of contagions coming out. Okay, I do feel that the flu season is going to be a little bit more severe this year, only because a lot of people. Sorry, I'm calling y'all out. The ones who've been masking yourselves to the T, even inside your houses, probably. Y'all's immune system is compromised. I can already feel it. Because you've been living in stress. You've been living in a lot of fear. You've been living in a box. That's why I was talking about symbology, because the whole point of a lot of this masking, and if you got what I meant by this, masking and being inside a box. Okay, the whole purpose of the construct and what they're doing is to keep people in boxes. Okay, notice that when they lock down the shit, and especially they tell you to stay home, they want you to stay inside the box, stay inside their boundaries. They don't want you to think outside the box. They don't want you to be outside the box. Okay? Notice that even just before all this shit. Notice when you decide to rebel at work. When you start trying to be yourself completely at work. Oh, you're stepping outside the box. Oh, this is not allowed. You can't do that. You need to fall back in line. Oh, that shit's going to become way apparent. Especially if you stay in that timeline, it's going to become way apparent. So, I just want to let y'all know that that the symbology of what's going on, because you have to think about this. That's why I said keep your mind open. Think about it. Use logical reasoning. North Node and Gemini represents symbology as well. Symbols. Physical symbols. And they want you to stay inside the box. They want to keep your mind in their construct, because they know that's the reason why they've been doing this, to cop block people from ascending so high. That's why you've seen so many people were saying back in 2019, like, oh, bitch, 2020 is going to be my year because I have everything set up. I have everything set up. Everybody was saying, oh, 2020 is going to be my year because I already feel it. I can feel that I am about to ascend. But I knew that they weren't going to allow that. Not just me. A bunch of other astrologers and spiritual advisors knew that was not going to happen based off of the astrology or the shit that they were receiving downloads. They knew. We knew that this was, because I called it out. I done called it out back in October and November, like, hey, y'all, it ain't going to be what y'all think. They going to start doing a lot of restrictions, censorship, and all this shit. I mean, you can go on my IG page, look at my previous highlights, my very first highlights, especially the January 12th, 2020. I did call it out. I called it out way before that shit started happening, that there's going to be some planned shit happening. So, and like I said, it's very interesting that it's happening. And they're blocking your ascension. They're doing that on purpose. Because they know if so many people had ascended, this shit would have fell apart. This construct, everything would have fell apart. Right now, they're just delaying it because it's inevitable. It's going to fall apart. But they're actually just trying to put things in place so that it doesn't, but it's being delayed, basically. That's why I don't think Agenda 21 is going to work all the way full. Because I do feel it's going to fall apart. But like I said, though, This is a time to think outside the box. Age of Aquarius is about thinking outside the box. I'm talking like the positives of Age of Aquarius, because that's what we're going to be walking towards. August, you're going to start seeing the baby steps of it. It's not going to be fully because there's going to be so much going on and so much Capricorn energy, but it's going to be little steps and baby steps. That's why I said keep focusing on your purpose. Keep focusing on your shit, because guess what? They're not going to be able to stop that. They can't stop your purpose. That's as long as you accept it. Because not everyone's going to accept their purpose. We know that. We see that. So that's why I'm doing the work that I'm doing. I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I'm the perfect example of what's, of stepping outside the box and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I don't have it all perfect. I admit that. I still have a lot of work to do as well. Everyone still has a lot of work to do. But I just want to let you know that the first step is stepping out the matrix. That's why I was telling y'all to get out of y'all jobs if you can. Be realistic though. Of course, be realistic about it. But still, that's why I said if you're willing, if you can take the leap of faith, do it. Do it. I said do that today, tomorrow, do that before August hits in. Also too, ways to get through this shit. Yeah, I want to get back on track. So that's why I feel like one of the best steps to raise your frequency right now is to get your body in an alkaline state as much as possible if you can. Because like I said, there's going to be a lot more contagions. That's why I feel like the flu season is going to be severe this year. Because like I said, there's a lot of people's immune systems who are compromised because they're staying in their homes, they're keeping the mask on, they're not putting themselves, their body, mind, and soul is not in a healthy state right now because they're so paranoid and fear and stress. Stress kills the system. When you're so stressed out, you get sick a lot more, right? So that's why I was saying this is the best time to get your body in an alkaline state. And what I mean by that is start drinking a lot more water with lemon or water with lime. There's alkaline water out there too, if you have access to it. Also, eat a lot more fruits and vegetables. Dr. Sebi, boom. That's the perfect example to get that body in an alkaline state. Start researching Dr. Sebi's way. If you don't know who Dr. Sebi is, Dr. Sebi is SEBI. Definitely, I would say look at his stuff on how to get your body in an alkaline state, especially with herbs, fruits, vegetables. Also, if you can, I've been starting to do this. I'm not completely plant-based diet because I do still eat some meats here and there, especially for like muscle recovery after my workouts. But start having meatless days if you can. Okay. Also, limit or get dairy out of your system. That too. Don't eat any, definitely if you eat meat, do not eat any hunted animals. Any hunted animals, such as your deer, rabbits, or whatever the case may be that is hunted, you will deal with that soul of that animal when you eat it. So that soul will consume your body. And spirit will deal with you later. Because this energy ain't playing with us. So that's why I say no meat. If you're going to eat meat, stick to the farm-raised stuff like your chicken, turkey. Beef. I'm like this with beef. No fish. No fish. Or yeah, if you can, go a vegetarian route, vegan route if you can. But I gotta be realistic with vegans too. Because there's gonna be days when you're gonna need something. So especially if you don't have a sustainable farm or you haven't been growing your own shit, I don't know how what else to tell you. You might have to eat some meat some days. Just gonna let you know. Pigs or cows. That's why I said beef is cows. they're not hunted, so it's a little different. Pigs are not hunted either. It's I would say stay away from the swine though. Stay away from pork because the way that they herd pigs, you're dealing with that energy too. I would say yeah, stay away from cows or pigs. Yeah, at least they take care of the chickens and turkeys a little bit more better. Yeah, I would say, you know what? I would just say that. Stay away from beef. Stay away from beef and pork. No, no pork. No pork. Um, because think about it. Pigs are herded. Okay, that's what they're doing right now. They're herding people. The mass people, you've been herded. Just letting y'all. That's why I said I know they ain't gonna come to this point in this video to hear that because they'll check out the first part, the first 5 minutes of this video. Anyone who is like really about the mask shit and pushing the mask, you've been herded. You've been spelled. You're a sheep. The Trump supporters who are like really like straight up racist and Trump supporting and they support anything that motherfucker does, you've been herded back in 2015, 2016. Okay? You're sheep as well. Anyone who has a slave minded set, you're sheep. What I mean by slave minded set is this. Example, Exhibit A. You have a white boss or supervisor, okay? I'm using an example of what happened to my sister last week, okay? I'm gonna tell that story tomorrow. I'm gonna go on live tomorrow because I want to talk about accountability, integrity, and revealing. That's gonna be the title of my live tomorrow because I want to reveal some stuff about myself as well. Because, like I said, a lot of people are about to get exposed at the smallest to the biggest levels these next 5 months. And I'm not saying like what I'm about to tell you is like the worst shit ever, like I killed somebody or something. No, but just certain things that people find taboo, and you know, some people might try to use against me one day, but it's like to me, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. But still, I already know. So I think I am going to reveal some stuff about myself tomorrow that I think everyone should just be open about themselves, you know. So I want to do a live on that tomorrow. But back to the subject, slave mindedness. So my sister, she trains clients at Lakeshore Park, okay, or at a park, and she was training four guys because they're part of a hockey team, okay, and they were also they were approached by a Chicago district person who works there. I'm not going to say his name. The spirit will deal with him later. But because we did get his name. I made sure of that. I got his card and everything. I made sure I got that motherfucker's name because we gonna hold that motherfucker accountable. So this motherfucker comes up to my sister because I'm working out because I seen everything, but I was like doing warm ups. I didn't see her like snapping off, so I was like, okay, maybe it was something else. I don't know. So he came up to her. I seen him talking, and then all of a sudden, you know, when she had a break, you know, I kind of went up to her to see what happened, and she was just like, because she's been dealing with this with the Chicago Park District employees there at that park, and they told her that she couldn't train there because there's a permit for that, and she has to pay $75 an hour. That's what that man told her, and he was white. We're gonna call it what we see it. He was a white man, and he told her that that she had to get a permit, and it requires, and then on top of that, she has to pay $75 an hour to train people there. And I was like, wait a second. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I've never heard that in my goddamn life. Chicago Park District, we pay taxes on that bitch. What? I was like, they get paid through our taxes. I was like, I've never, ever heard of that shit. So I did research. I was like, oh, let me Google Schmoogle. Let me go to their website. Let's pull up if there is actual receipts of this shit. I look on their website. There ain't no damn permit about no training people. There ain't no damn permit. So I told her, I was like, okay, when I got finished with my workout, I said, hey, you know what? We should ask him. We should ask him, is that in writing? Can we see that in writing? So, and my sister's like, no, let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. I was like, okay, let's do it. So we went inside the building where he was waiting, and my sister politely asked, said, you know, hey, can I see the writing about that, like about the permit stuff that you told me about? And of course, the pamphlet is right there in front, right, about the rules and shit. So that motherfucker's just going through it, doing this, and he was sitting there looking for like 5 minutes, and me and my sister were just looking at each other like. So I stepped back out because I have to watch, you know, I had to watch him because he was hooked to something. So I had to make sure that no one's going to take this motherfucker, okay, or try to say some shit. Y'all don't see him. He's depressed right now because his mom's not here. But anywho, I stepped back out to look at Pluto, and then and when I came back in, like my sister had told me like after that, because there was a black man in there, and a Latina. There was a woman. She was Latina, and they were having she was having conversations with them, and because they were saying, "Oh, we love your workout." Well, the Latina girl was saying that to her. Oh, we love your workouts. We've been seeing that stuff. I like your workouts and stuff, and what you've been wearing and stuff. She's like, "Oh, really? Thank you." So, anywho, which that lets you know that this ain't no fucking rule. Um, so he goes back. I remember I came back in. The motherfucker's on a computer, like looking. You know, I know he was bullshitting us because he didn't want to admit he was on some racist bullshit. Because majority of people who work out in that area are white. Because you know, let's call it Chicago's very segregated. So, and we stay in a white area. So, anywho, and he comes back with some packet. Comes with some packet. This ain't the packet. He comes with some packet. And it's like it's right here. It says it refers to this, and we're looking. We're like, where's the $75? The $75 an hour thing. We're like, what is this? And she was just like, no, it refers to this. Like you can't exchange services and this and that. And then I was like, oh, can I see that packet? And I took pictures of it. And then on top of that, I said the pages that he referred us to. I took pictures of it and I said, well, first of all, this says that the permit is required for groups of 50 people or more. A. And B, there's nothing on here about $75 an hour. And then he's going to try to bullshit my ass and says, well, she had said that she was exchanging services. But then my sister had reminded him, she's like, yeah, but there was someone else who you asked at that park who I personally know who trains people too, a soccer team. And he literally told him that he's training a family and he's white. He said, oh, I'm just training my family. And she knows that that's not his family. So, and she did call out the racism about that shit. And you know what's so funny? Slave-mindedness here. The black person and the Latina, they scurried like roaches. They were gone. Them motherfuckers were gone. Not helping to defend the sister. Not here to help, help fight the cause. Where the fuck were y'all at? They all of a sudden disappeared. Oh, I got it, because you didn't want to lose your job. You didn't want to ruffle no feathers because you don't want to lose no money or shifts. That's why, because he was the supervisor. This man was the supervisor. So, of course, we called him out his bullshit. I said, well, next time what we going to do with your racist ass, what we going to do is we going to let you know that she is training with them. She's working out with them, and there's all her friends. She's not exchanging services. I said, win-win, right? Okay, bye, see ya. Oh, and what's your name? Can I get your card? Thank you. Thank you. Because we're going to hold that ass accountable. So that's why I'm saying the slave-mindedness was the fact that them motherfuckers didn't even bother to stick up for my sister. And they're of color. That's slave-mindedness. You don't want to. Oh, you don't want to call your superiors. Because you don't want to lose your job. And it doesn't even have to be a race thing. It doesn't even have to be a white man or whatever. It can be even your supervisor's in the wrong. Your manager is in the fucking wrong. But you don't want to stick up for the customer who called out their bullshit. Especially when it's racism. That's slave mindedness. That's low vibrations. Get that shit out of your head. That's slave mindedness. That shit's not coming in the higher timelines. I'm gonna let you know that right now. That mentality is not coming into the higher timelines. I'm gonna let you know that right now. You're gonna stay with that timeline and up out of here. So that's why I'm trying to get people to recognize those things. You know, like when you see some shit going down and it rubs your soul the wrong way and you know it's wrong, call it out. Call it out. Your throat chakra has been activated with the North Node in Gemini. Call it out. Have the receipts. You notice that motherfucker didn't have no receipts of that rule or that shit in writing, because that shit would have been in writing. So I know that's going to trigger people. But I'm sorry, especially people of color. If y'all want to make it to the higher timelines, you have that slave mindedness, that slave mindset in your mind. Even if you're white, same thing. If you have that slave mindedness it doesn't matter what color you are. You have that in your mind, you're not coming into these higher timelines. Because I know your ass will get in line and get that vaccine, and then your ass end up sick, and hope and pray you survive. I'm putting y'all on game. So that's what I'm saying, like, you know, raise your frequency during this time. Okay? That's why I said alkaline, get in the alkaline state. Exercise regularly. Yes, exercise regularly. If you can. I know some people don't like to exercise, but if you can, start exercising. Get that body, get your body into more of a functional state. Shit, some of us might have to start running. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be happening, especially going to October. October, it's a wrap. So some of us might be running. I don't know. You might want to get into a good body mindset. Shit, you might have to run at some point. I don't know. So I'm just letting y'all know. But yeah, like, take care of your body. Yes, meditate. Be in nature. That's a very big thing. If you can be in nature, yes. Be in nature as much as possible. Obviously, I know I said stay away from water. That still exists. Rules still apply to that. But definitely get into, you know, nature. Be around nature. Definitely, like, if you're near woods, be in the woods during the day, not at night, because some shit be going down at night. You know, definitely, like, absorb nature, receive downloads. Oh, another thing, be out in the sun. Boom. Be out in the sun. Of course, wear your sunscreen, because not everyone, you know, some people burn. Even we can burn too. Don't get it twisted. But yes, definitely get as much sunlight as you can, especially in August. Get as much sunlight as you can, and without the mask on. I know people can get triggered when I say that. Without the mask. Wear the mask when you need to. Okay? If you need to go to the store and they require a mask and that's where you get your essentials, do it. Of course. Abide to the rules. Play the game. Okay? Capricorn's about play the game. Play the game right. But obviously there's going to be boundaries. You already know they're not going to mandate no mask outside. They'll tell you and say you need to, but it ain't in the mandates. It ain't in the laws. And police are not going to enforce it. So continue to wear your mask. You know, only in places where you need to. And outside's not one of them. Keep it real. So I know if someone watches this video and they go all the way through this to this point and they all mask this, mask that, trust they're going to get triggered with this. Only wear it when you need to. Play the game. And don't be wearing those N95 masks that chokes your ass. Wear something that's comfortable. Shit. Don't wear something that chokes your ass. Wear something that actually is comfortable and it represents you. Okay, be creative with your mask. I do compliment people with their masks. I do compliment some people with their masks. Some of their masks are cute. I bet, ooh, that look cute. I like that. I like that design. Like, that's what I said. I'm not complaining about masks. I'm really not complaining about the mask. I just say just do it when you need to. That's it. That's all I say. Only wear it when you need to. And I'm like I said, I don't care either way. I really don't. But the problem is there's boundaries. And like I said, if I'm outside, I ain't wearing no damn mask outside. Fuck out of here. That's my boundary. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's what I'm telling people because you ain't gonna be able to absorb what you want. That's cutting you off. That's cutting you off. Spiritually, that's cutting you off. I'm letting you know that. Take that mask off when you step outside. And if someone wants to complain, someone wants to yell at you, just ignore him. Just be like, don't entertain them, and don't get into it with them. Just be like, they yell at you, just be like, walk off. Yeah, just don't entertain them because then you're gonna lower your vibration for them because you're lowering your level to their level. I'm sorry, those who complain. I'm sorry. I'm telling y'all low vibrational people. Y'all gonna get taken up out of here. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. So where you like get as much sunlight as possible because there's gonna be a lot of downloads you're gonna receive. There's a lot of awareness you will receive from the sunlight, especially in Leo season. That's why I said it's very important to get that sun. That's why they're trying to get y'all asses back in the house because they don't want y'all in the sun during Leo season because they know that's where the most downloads are gonna be received. Get out in that sun. Get that melanin on. You know, wear some sunscreen, but get that melanin on. And yeah, like keep your mind open during these times. Keep your mind very open. You know, don't get your mind into a fixed set that it has to be this way or it can't be or it's not possible. No, anything can happen. Anything goes at the end of this year and going into the rest of our lifetimes. Dead ass. Anything goes. So be open-minded to a lot of things, especially coming up next month. Keep an open mind, because if you don't, you're gonna be so stressed in a motherfucker. Yeah, don't fall for the traps. Don't fall for them traps. See what else. Like I said, cover yourselves up when it's rain. It's gonna rain soon here in Chicago. They done sprayed the sky so much that the chemicals are gonna come down in the rain. So make sure when you're out in the rain, make sure your head is covered, especially because that's your crown chakra. Make sure that head's covered. Is there anything else I want to touch on? Higher dimensional stuff, though. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to touch on? Oh, I do think that some of us are going to start really. That's why I said some of us are going to go through that transition. Some of us is going to really start doing the telepathic communication. I get that feel that some of us will begin those stages, the beginning stages of that next month too as well. I really do feel that telepathic communication, meaning like you'll know instantly who's about to hit you up, or like, and it'll be energies that match your energy. It's not gonna be some random motherfucker, but it just be like you'll know, like you'll be communicating with that person in your mind, and you'll know it. Like you'll have friends that's probably gonna be across the country because you're able to telepathic communicate with them. And let's say you go to California next year, they'll be able to recognize you because we're going to start matching our energies with people going into next year. So I do feel that next month is going to be the beginning stages of that. But like I said, it requires you to do not get into that low vibrational bullshit. Okay? It's going to require you to stay focused on your stuff. It's going to require you to, raise your frequency. Get your body in an alkaline state. Drink a lot of tea. Drink a lot of water. Like I said, water with lemon. Get your mind thinking. Play board games. Play a lot of board games. or like games that make you think. You know, some stuff that makes you think will help like raise your frequency too, because you're actually activating your mind. Don't get glued. Don't get too glued to the black screens. Don't get too glued to the black screens. Oh, I forgot to touch on this. Boom. I forgot to touch on this during the first half, my part one. Sexual encounters. I'm gonna try not to go over 2 hours because I know my time's gonna be coming up soon. Sexual encounters. Be careful on who you're having sex with, because there's energy transfer. One, okay, energy transfer. You don't want to be having sex with the wrong person because you're taking on their energies. Okay? I'm not saying not to have sex. We need sex. As human beings, we do need sex. Okay? The problem is you just don't want to be having sex with the wrong person. Okay? It goes deeper than STDs. It does. It goes deeper than that. Okay? Don't be having just this ain't the season to be having hot girl summer. This ain't the season to be a fuck boy. Okay? This is not the seasons. Because I do feel that August STDs will be on the rise. I do feel that way for August predictions. I do feel that STDs will be on the rise. Because people's bodies are compromised. They're not in alignment. Okay? So I just wanted to put that out there. There's a lot of people's bodies who are not aligned. And when they're off alignment, accidents happen. STDs, they're more susceptible to STDs. They're more susceptible to other illnesses. And also the energies. You're taking on their energies. You don't know who they've been having sex with. Okay? They've been taking on those energies. So just be very wary about who you're having sex with if you're out there willy-nilly. Like, be very careful. Okay? And on top of that, you know, the contact, I forgot to mention that shit. Oh, I forgot to mention that. There's just so much going on in August. Contact tracing. Shit. I might have to do part 3. I don't know. But no, I'm not going to waste my time on that. No, I'm not, to be honest. But contact tracing is going to increase too. I think that's going to be more September, October, to be honest. I don't think contact tracing is going to be right away a big thing, but it will become a big thing in September. But I do feel that they will start the beginning stages of that next month as well. But yeah, in terms of you being sexually active, like I said, if you can find, unless you can find a monogamous fuck buddy or you're already in a relationship, keep it monogamous at this point. Don't be doing open relationships right now. This is just not the time for that. Keep that shit closed. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, because that's going to be on the rise. So be very careful of who you're having sex with, because it's not just because of STDs, it's because of energy transfer. And you could lower your frequency just because of that. I'm trying to think anything else before my time's up. I mean, I had fun with this, especially the second half. The first part was just like, ugh, yeah, we gotta talk about this shit. But the second part, I really had fun about that, because I can't wait to see the crazy shit. I'm excited to see some of the stuff. I'm excited to see more of like the crazy shit, like flying octopus. I'm ready for that. I want to see that. That's what's going to be like. Oh yes, I want to see that. You know, I want to see more of that stuff. You know, I'm not excited for all the construct bullshit. I'm just not. I'm really not, to be honest, y'all. I'm not excited about this Matrix shit. Because it doesn't vibe with me. I'm not on that level no more. I can't no more with that shit. But I hope my messages resonate with you. My time is about to end up. So I love y'all. If it doesn't fly, I'll say this. If it don't apply, let it fly. Love y'all. Peace.